Ethan back with another beer review. Tonight I'm going to be doing Schlitz High Gravity, the Bull. 8.5%. This is a malt liquor. 186 calories per 12 ounce, so it's got high calories. It's not a diet beer by any means. Let's go ahead and get it a pour. This is a 24-ounce can purchased at Racetrack. All right, clear appearance, three-finger head, very clear, golden. Getting an interesting aroma. I'm getting like a sharp aroma. That must be the 8.5% coming through. But I don't get the bread and the biscuit and the cracker that a lot of other beers I've tried have. Best by November 16th, 2020. So it has about 2 months left of freshness. I have had the Blue Bull. This is the Gold Bull. The Blue Bull is 5.9%. I actually have a retro can that was given to me as a gift. Retro Blue Bull Schlitz Malt Liquor, 5.9%. Retro can. I don't know from what year, but it's got that like condensed milk style opening, old style. This is probably 70s. But I do like collecting cans. Obviously, I was not around in the 70s, but I do like collecting those. It was obtained from an antique mall. All right, let's go ahead and top it off. Schlitz High Gravity is manufactured by the Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company. And right here it says malt liquor. It doesn't actually say that, you know, on the main front part of the label, but at 8.5%, anything above 5% is a malt liquor, I believe I read. Another beer that I've had once before is the Colt 45 High Gravity, which is also 8.5%. And that was very sharp and intense. I'm hoping this is not that sharp and intense. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Wow. Alcohol is masked very well. It's very smooth. Compared to like the Hurricane, I think is 8.1%. There's an Earthquake High Gravity, which is 10%. Never had that, but I've had the Earthquake 8.1, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but and those are much sharper and more bitter than this. This is much smoother. I've heard people rant and rave about how great Schlitz is. I have yet to try the regular Schlitz, but I've had the Blue and Gold Bull versions of it. Wow, at 8.5%, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this had 5.9. This doesn't taste much more alcoholic than like Keystone Ice. Certainly about on par with Milwaukee's Best Ice, and yet it has much more alcohol. This could be dangerous, you know, 24-ounce can, that's enough to drink. Don't go crazy with these because it's borderline sessionable tasting at 8.5%, so you don't want to drink too many. It gets a 65 on Beer Advocate. Either a poor or an awful. I think that's a poor. 60 and below is an awful. So they do rate it a little higher than American adjunct lagers like well, non-malt liquor American adjunct lagers, because this is brewed with basically the same ingredients as Miller High Life, Pabst Blue Ribbon, Coors Banquet, Budweiser, just with a higher alcohol content. This was $1.79 for the 24-ounce can. It's usually sold as singles. I've seen it sold as 6-pound pint cans, or the 6-count, pint cans. I've seen it sold that way, as well as the Blue Bull. But usually you'll see it at gas stations around here, Quick Trip, Racetrack, Shell. What's the other one? BP, Texaco. Any of those, you'll see it sold in the 24-ounce single can for very, very cheap. Malt liquor is always very cheap. It's targeted at low middle class beer drinkers who can basically, get a buzz on a budget, to put it bluntly. I get them infrequently. They're not my go-tos because they are very high in alcohol, and that's not always an attraction for me. Generally, I'll get something like Miller High Life or Coors Banquet, which is more sessionable. But every now and then I'll get these, and I thought the Gold Bull would be an interesting review. It's a nice can. And I was looking at the retro can, the Blue Bull, 5.9%, and the new Blue Bull can or the modern one is very similar to that. There's the blue and the Gold Bull. Schlitz, high gravity, malt liquor, 8.5%. Oh, what would I rate it? I would give it a 93. 93, absolutely, for the style and for my personal preference. 93 out of 100, solid A. Not even an A-. I think it could be considered a solid A. It's a good beer. It's not bitter. It's not harsh. It's not gamey. It doesn't have that. The Steel Reserve 211, 8%, I've had before, and it has a much harsher flavor than this. This is much easier to drink. I don't know. You could argue it's better or worse, but I just remember the Schlitz or the Steel Reserve 211 black label can being. I didn't care for it. I drank it. It wasn't bad, but this is something I would prefer much more. At 8.5, again, very well hidden. Very well hidden. 93 out of 100 for the Schlitz High Gravity Gold Bull, 8.5%. Thank you for watching, and cheers.